every racist, as bad as niggas, every racist, as bad as niggas been done in the United States of America, we used to have to our mamas to make babies. The black boy used to get a bag put on his head, and all he did was he his sister. He had to his aunties. They used to breed us, homie. They used to cut our off. Niggas used to have to hang and get his cut off and put in his mouth. They used to have a way with us. You think I ain't racist and I know my history? And we still getting done bad. And I'm sick of how niggas get done and we can't be racist. Every racist, as bad as niggas.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, before I start this lesson, all praises, honor, and glory goes to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rechakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS, who rule well and taught us his truth. Shalom and salutations to the brothers pushing out this word in truth and in sincerity. Shalom. And as you could tell by the video that I just played, all right, hey man, you hear about all these horrible things that was done, all right, to ultimately the all the Israelites, man, all right, Southern Kingdom and Northern Kingdom, man, all right, which make up the so-called blacks, so-called Hispanics, so-called Native Americans, man, all right. Hey man, hey, us as a people, hey, we've gone through some really horrible things, man. Some very horrible things. Hey, and to be honest, nothing has changed, man. All right, now we may not be in hardcore slavery like back then, but we're still in slavery now, man. All right, so this is Ezekiel, all right, because there was this scripture was on that video. So I'm going to go ahead and grab it. It says Ezekiel 35:5. It says, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. All right. And that word perpetual. All right. And it's talking about Esau, man. All right. Because it says, it says Mount Seir, it was just talking about Esau. And it says what? Because thou, Esau, has had a perpetual hatred. And that word perpetual, it goes into never ending. All right? Never stopping. So there's no, it's never going to be an end where the so-called white man is ever going to, love you, man. Now he may put on a face and talk friendly to you when you're out there in public with them and things like that. Hey, but just, go to a sundown town, man, at 9 p.m. or whenever the sun goes down, right? Hey, you'll actually see the real true colors, man. Okay? Nothing has changed, man. And just like they hate the so-called Negroes, hey, they also hate Northern Kingdom, man. Just look at what's going on now, man. All right, you got persecution coming down, starting with the Northern Kingdom, man. But as you can see in recent news, that they're also coming for Southern Kingdom as well, man. So Esau hates so-called Negroes just as much as he hates Northern Kingdom, man. Hey, you got pictures showing, back then they have store signs that say no Negroes, no Mexicans, no dogs. Okay, you see that? And that's how they feel about, and they think that so-called white man looks at every Northern Kingdom tribe as a Mexican. That's just how they are, man. They look at everyone as just a Mexican. So they hate the whole nation of Israel, man. Okay, and what it says right here, that because thou hast had a perpetual hatred. Okay, and that word perpetual again goes to never ending. So again, there is never gonna be a time when the so-called YT man is gonna ever love you, man. He's not gonna one day just magically say, "Oh, you know what? Maybe I am being such an asshole. Maybe I am, doing too much by hating the Israelites." You know, how about we just come together and just forget about everything? No, never, man. Why? Because it's written in the scriptures, man. That would make the Lord a liar. You see that? And we know that the Lord is not a man that he should lie, as the scriptures say. It's Baruch 3 and 8. It says, "Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and the curse, and to be subject to payments, according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our God." All right, so hey, for you Israelites, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans that think times have changed, that think you're free, you're not fucking free, man. All right, you're not free. You're living check to check, constantly oppressed, constantly and consistently targeted by law enforcement, whether it be police, all right, ICE, all right, the FBI, so on and so forth, man. All the powers that be of this government, you're constantly targeted, man. You see that? All right, and that's not gonna go away until who the world calls Jesus Christ, which his true name is Yahushua, cracks through those clouds, man, and saves us, man. You know, hey, cause that's the whole point to why we want to be saved, man. You know, you fucking Christians always talk about, "Oh, I'm saved, I'm saved." What are you saved from? You see, what are you saved from, man? You know, hey, the Israelites are the only ones that could that are to be saved from what? From their enemy, man. All right. Let me go ahead and grab Matthew 24 and 13. It says, "But he that shall endure until the end, the same shall be saved." So not only are you not saved because the end still hasn't came, but what are you going to be saved from, man? All right, hey, man, hey, the Israelites actually have someone to be saved from, man. Hey, we want to be saved from our enemies, starting with Esau. We want to be saved from these mortal, corruptible bodies. All right. Hey, we want to be saved from this wicked ass kingdom, man. See that? So now let's grab Luke chapter 1 and 71. It says that we should be saved from our enemies and from the hand of all that hate us. Okay? So that's what we want to be saved from, man. From our enemies. Again, also from these wicked ass bodies. All right, because not only when the Israelites, well, the elect of the Israelites, because not all Israelites are going to be saved on this side, but the elect, when they're saved on the first go around, hey, they're gonna receive those new bodies right away, man. You see that? So we're not only going to be saved from our enemies, also saved from the destruction to come, man. You see, so there's a lot to be saved from. But if you're an Israelite, only if you're an Israelite are you eligible to be saved from these said perils, man. Because only the elect of the nation of Israel will make it, man. So if you're not an Israelite, you don't even have fucking a chance, man. All right, you're just gonna catch hell, and it is what it is. Okay. Yeah, I'll end it off with this. Sirach 12 and 10. It says, "Never trust thine enemy, for like his iron rusted, so is his wickedness." And yeah, man, we're never supposed to trust Esau Edom, man. Okay, we're not supposed to trust in this man. Because why? We just read Ezekiel 35 and 5 that he's going to have a perpetual hatred. So that means he's always going to hate us. And Esau does his best to hide it. All right, but ultimately, it's gonna the color is always gonna show. Always, always. You know. Oh, matter of fact, the next scripture, the next scripture says it, man. It says verse 11. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. All right, so if he tries to be humble and tries to put on a face, a front, like he's your friend, like he's just your friendly neighbor or whatever, don't trust that, man. All right, it says what? Yet take good heed of and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped the looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away. All right, so you'll be able to clearly see through him, man. All right, because Esau's a two-faced, man. You know, a two-faced. You know, when someone's a two-faced, that means, you know, they're one way with certain people, but then they put on a different face with other people, man. And you know damn well when these Edomites are amongst each other and it's only Edomites, you know damn well what is going on, man. You know they're not sparing the N word. They're not sparing the wetback word. You know what I'm saying? They're not sparing none of those, man. None of that, man. All right, and in the book of Deuteronomy 28, in the curses, it tells you that we would be a proverb and a byword, man. Hey, because the Israelites are here to suffer a punishment, man. All right, and again, this is what we want to be saved from these curses as well, man. All right. So, Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson. All praises, honor, and glory.